I'd like to welcome everybody to the 6th Annual Chamber Bright Star Awards and NOACC Semi-Annual Chamber Leadership and Board Meeting. My name's Tony Gallo. I am the Director of Business Development for the Lorain County Chamber of Commerce. But more importantly tonight, I am the Board Chair for NOACC. It's my honor to welcome all of our members and the Bright Star Award recipients and their guests and family. We are glad to be here at Legends Club at First Energy Stadium, home of the Cleveland Browns. It's hard to fit all that on a t-shirt, I think, but... And once again on Cleveland's lakefront. Today's Wednesday. This is the first time that I think we've had this event on a Wednesday. I was going to do a whole hump day thing, but I didn't know if anybody would actually get that. Do it now. I was going to involve Vicky and say, come on, Vicky, what day's today? What day's today, Vicky? You know what day today is. Bright Star Day. All right. We do want to thank all the staff here at Legends Club and at the First Energy Stadium as well for helping us. Last year we had, if you came here last year, we had President Obama next door at Burke. This year we actually have closed exits and the Cavs home opener, so hopefully everybody had little to no trouble getting into Cleveland tonight. We want to thank Steve Petty and New Image Media, who sent Matt here tonight. They are again videotaping tonight's event. It will be, let's give a... If you've never been on the NOACC website, we have something called NOACC TV. All of our past Bright Star events are on there. You can see last year's or a couple of years ago, as well as our semi-annual meeting that is held usually at Kalahari in the spring. Last but not least, I want to introduce Debbie Boop from Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, who is the sponsor of tonight's event. Debbie, are you somewhere? You want to come up and say a few words? I didn't even see you. Welcome.
Thank you. Well, folks, it's great to see everyone here tonight. For those of you who know me, it's great to see you again. My name is Debbie Boop. That is my real last name. I am not related to Betty in any way, shape, or form. Many of you may know some of my counterparts from Anthem. Don Knife has worked with many of you to set up healthcare reform seminars in the past, as well as Nancy Kazenko. They all send their regards and congratulations to the winners tonight. We've spent a lot of time working with each of you over the last couple of years, specifically this year, about the changes in healthcare reform. There's a lot of uncertainty with the employers in the market as well as individuals. We at Anthem believe that the Chambers of Commerce are a strong source of information. We fully support the Chambers of Commerce continuing being that source of information, and we're very proud to be partnering with you to continue that relationship going forward. So once again, don't want to belabor, but we're certainly glad to see you tonight, and I appreciate you all showing up. Thank you.
I want to send out a big welcome to all the chambers here tonight. We actually have 44 from across the state represented here. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause, absolutely. We have a record-setting 220 or so people as well, too. So we welcome you. We thank you. Thanks for coming out in full force to represent and promote your Bright Star. No matter how far you traveled, we're glad you're here. This is actually our 200, we're going to be handing out our 283rd Bright Star tonight, and that's over the last 6 years. I also want to introduce the rest of the 2013 NOACC officers who helped me during my second year as board chair, if those officers would stand up. Shirley Workman from the West and Southeast Akron Board of Trade. She's our treasurer. Shirley helped check you in. She wore the orange boa in honor of the Cleveland Browns. Liz Manning, Rocky River Chamber. She's our vice chair. Eileen Hawkins from the Cuyahoga Valley Chamber, another vice chair. Jerry Vespoli from the Springfield Chamber of Commerce, another vice chair. And the last bit of testosterone on the board, besides myself, Wayne Lawrence from the Beechwood Chamber of Commerce, who's the immediate past chair. NOACC is also proud to have great vendors that provide services to our chamber, and we have some in attendance. You just met Debbie Boop from Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. We also have from Benefits One Group, if you guys would stand, Jennifer Pelletieri, Peter Young, Michael Brown, and Megan Buzavicki. Hopefully I did okay on those names. We also have Steve Musgrave from Wellness Council of Northeast Ohio. Steve? Over there. Because this is our semi-annual meeting, we do have a little bit of business that we do need to take care of before we get to the Bright Star Awards, so if you just kind of bear with me. The minutes from the April meeting at Kalahari need to be approved, and the Treasurer's report from September 2013 needs to be reviewed and filed for audit. Each of the chamber representatives received one in their envelope. Do we have a condensed version up on board or no? There's a condensed version up there. Thanks, Vicki. I guess I need to ask if there are any corrections. It gives you all of 4 seconds if there's anything that you see. If not, we do need to approve them, or they're automatically approved unless there's any. They're automatically approved? All right. It's all good. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. All right. I do want to point out that under the expenses, there's $55,000 has been distributed to our member chambers this year with our marketing program from Anthem and the residual from the workers' compensation from Benefits One Group, the Chamber Office Plus from Independence Business Supply, and the FedEx partnership through the FedEx program through the partnership. Some NOACC chambers earned a few dollars, others earned thousands. Obviously, everybody is eligible to earn that money. If you are one of those that only earned a few dollars, you left some money on the table. If you are one of the chambers that earned thousands of dollars, congratulations. You brought in some much needed, I'm sure, non-dues revenue to your chamber, and we thank you for that as well, too. Our total NOACC membership still remains at 125. We still have approximately 30,000 total businesses that are represented in those 125 chambers, and we still remain the largest independent chamber association in the United States, and I think that deserves a round of applause, too. Now you get a break from me because I get to introduce NOACC's favorite person, Vicki Hawk, who is the executive director.
This is great. We tried to do this like 4 years ago in this setting. I don't know if we could have done it as well as we did tonight. You guys are just wonderful. I'm so glad to have you all here. Congratulations, especially to all our Bright Stars. And we know how special you are. And even there are some Bright Stars that couldn't attend tonight. We want to just thank everybody if you share this video with other people so that everybody knows what a big community the Chamber membership is in Northeast Ohio. And I better not go off my script too much, but I'll talk forever. So let me just give you a couple of highlights. I wanted to make sure that we mention these things because they're really critical. We've had a really busy year working with Anthem and the chambers from across the state to give health care reform presentations. Many of you have asked for them for your members, and in fact, you're still asking for them. It's a very complicated subject, and even though some chambers may experience some drop of members next year, you have to remember the world is changing a little bit with health care reform. You still... And some of those members may not need a group plan. They may go off in a different direction. But we will still have a program with Anthem, a very exciting program for small businesses. It will still allow for a 1.4% discount for small groups from 2 to 50, and there will be a 1% discount for the groups from over 50 to 500. So that's significant money in some cases. So again, that helps your chamber attract businesses to the chamber and to keep them going because there's value in that discount. Literally, lots of money. Just so I don't forget. And this past year we've distributed over 45, in fact I still am getting some requests, over $45,000 to the chambers to support their marketing efforts of Anthem. So again, if your chamber is not doing that, and you're entitled to have some of those funds, or there could be some special arrangements that we could manage, because if it helps us promote the Anthem program, then that's what we're designed to do. So keep that in mind. Give me a call so we can work on that. Especially as we go into 2014, because there might be some new opportunities that present itself, and we'll be keeping you abreast of those things as we develop them. And right now is the enrollment time for the Workers' Comp Group Rating Program with Benefits One Group that you got introduced to. This is another way for chambers to earn revenue, keep that in mind, non-dues revenue, while helping their members save millions of dollars. We again need to have you tell us what kind of help you'd like to market this program, because the gang over there at Benefits One Group is more than willing to help you do that. So just please raise your hand, give us a call, give them a call, and it's a great subject. Your members really need to hear more about it, so please offer this to them. The chamber, by the way, they also do penalty rated, and they have a new program this year with unemployment consultation, so keep that in mind. The Chamber Office Plus program with Independence Business Supply, everybody uses pencils, continues to grow. But if you don't promote it, then your members don't know about it, and they don't know how much they can save, and your chamber can earn. Again, chambers are earning hundreds of dollars on that program. Last year, we had a chamber that earned $350, which was a significant amount. This year, in just the first half of the year, they earned $900. Now, if you're all looking for non-dues revenue, this is a great opportunity for you. The other last program that we have generated revenue with has been the FedEx program with Partnership. It's earned some chambers hundreds of dollars, but their members have saved thousands. So that's really a great, great value. And if people are using FedEx anyway, they might as well use it through the chamber. They're going to save money, you're going to earn money, and everybody wins. Everybody's happy. But it's up to you and your chamber to tell your members how they can save this money. So again, we'd be glad to help you. Let us know. And all the marketing tools, by the way, are on the website. So if you can't reach me, go to the website, look around, and you can find things, articles for your newsletter. Everything is out there, ads. The last program, and where's my little clicker? The last program I wanted to mention again was our Extra Value program. It's a great way for some of the smaller, maybe more regional chamber members to participate in a NOACC program. I've been telling you this for about 2 years now, and we still haven't grown the program really, really well, but the opportunity is there and the potential is there. So again, this is something maybe one of your members can participate in, but it's a great way to earn revenue, save money for the chamber member, and earn money for the chamber. And that, again, is what we're all about. So again, I want to thank you all for being here. I'm always ready to answer phone calls, come visit. Please keep us in your loop. I'm visiting a board this coming week and a chamber group, and so I urge you to do that, because there are so many, you're so busy as a chamber. Sometimes some of these things fly away, we just don't pay attention, but this is really legitimate. This is what a chamber should be doing, is saving their members money and providing these additional benefits through their chamber membership. So thank you again for your support this year, and Tony, it's back to you.
Okay. Now it's time for the year in review. I'll try and do this fast like they do at the Academy Awards. But they sing, don't they? I guess I won't sing. All right. The Join Your Chamber campaign continues to generate leads on membership for chambers this past year, and our goal is to continue and expand the campaign. We've had a couple of false starts, unfortunately, but helping chambers find new members has been an ongoing NOACC goal from the beginning. The survey that many of the chambers submitted earlier this year showed the NOACC team that even though benefits and residual income was the most important aspect of the NOACC membership, pooling resources and creating regional campaigns and local marketing was also important and helpful to any chamber across the state. Inside Business Magazine will have a special 8-page Bright Star section in the November-December issue with many highlights on the value of chamber membership. You have a copy of that actually at your seat. And I know Sarah Desmond is here from Inside Business. Sarah, you want to say hi? All right, thanks. A copy of the special section will be distributed also to each of the chambers, so you can actually hand them out, have them in your lobbies, and show all your other members the good things that the chamber is doing and recognizing your Bright Star as well, too. Social outings we had this past year included the Great Big Home and Garden Show. I think this was the third or the fourth year. This year it actually had a really good influx of people and it went really well. I know I enjoyed it. I saw faces I had never seen before, got to network with some different people from different businesses that actually took advantage of it. We've yet to discuss whether or not we're going to do that again this year, but I think we will. In August, we did my personal favorite. We did a Cleveland Indians outing again. We did it against our rivals, the Detroit Tigers. We lost again. There's got to be something with me wanting to go to a baseball game and always seeing a losing one. But it did give us a chance to network, I guess, more universally across the borders of some normal chambers. I know we have a lot of chambers in the room today that do some things jointly. This allowed us to do some from the east side, the west side, south side, and thank you for everybody who took advantage of that as well, too. I know Shirley on our board wants us to do a Cavs event and also a Browns event, and I know we're going to take that into consideration when we're planning the calendar for next year. I mentioned earlier the dollars that were distributed, but I do want to take a minute to give you hard dollars that actually went out during 2013. Anthem Marketing Funds, as Vicki had said, was nearly $45,000. The Benefits One group, that's our workers' compensation, almost $5,000. Independence Business Supply, nearly $4,000. And FedEx Partnership, which is just in the second year, doubled this year, and we actually handed out over $1,000 in that too. So you can see there's a lot of money that we do try to give back to the chambers on your behalf. That was the year from, that was last year of our year in review, but I do want to mention a few of the bright spots in the chamber world that happened this past year too. I'll just give you a couple of them here. You guys do have a copy, or these are those little yellow sheets that you have as well too. Anybody who did submit one of these to Vicki, they are listed. But the Beechwood Chamber, our friends at Beechwood, in an effort to make Beechwood a healthier community, the Chamber held a fitness challenge that attracted 15 companies and over 100 employees. Cary Area Chamber, they had a professional women's luncheon that was a women's-only event aimed at bringing together the local business leaders and assistants. Heights Hillcrest, at this year's Business Expo, they dedicated one area called the Innovation Zone, specifically for new businesses, innovators, as well as services and financing for startups. I thought that was a really great idea and really helpful for the business community. Newton Falls Area Chamber of Commerce held a community picnic for members and area businesses to increase membership and visibility of chamber, and this was also open to the public. And the Parma area, their main focus has been on small business support throughout the 2013 year. They're going to be providing tools for small business on their website. And the Springfield Township Area Chamber of Commerce hosted their first green energy seminar. Sustainability and all that green technology is becoming more and more common. It's great to see that some of the chambers of commerce are embracing that as well too. Lost my page. Okay. So much for our focus on 2013 has been on the healthcare reform. That's all coming into play right now. It's hard to get away from it. It's on the radio. It's on every news station. I can't thank our board and Vicki enough. We have been in meetings upon meetings talking about healthcare reform. We actually sponsored 20 different events to come out and speak to chambers, singular and multiple chambers together. And that was attended by nearly 1,000 different businesses throughout the NOACC footprint. So obviously it means a lot. We know it means a lot. We know it means a lot to each of the chambers because we focus a lot of our money that we give back to you from those Anthem dollars. Anthem has been a good partner. They're committed with working with us for those events on healthcare reform. I have to thank USI as well too, because some of these programs changed within days. If Vicki had one planned on Monday and something happened on Tuesday, things needed to be changed before we could present it again on Thursday. So it's been mind-numbing from my standpoint, just because of the changes and the meetings and talking about it on phone calls and on all kinds of different ways. Again, I want to thank the board. You don't know how much work and effort that we've been trying to put into this to make it better for your businesses, so they obviously see a great benefit to stay within your chamber. Our focus will continue to work with Anthem in 2014 to help the transition go as smoothly for everyone. It's been rough for them as well too. I just can't say that it's just been for the chambers. This will continue to be a mainstay through 2014 as well too. I feel like a politician now. This will continue to be a mainstay in 2014. But we're also going to be focusing on a social media campaign coming up as well too, to give you guys a little bit of help with reaching out to your members in the way that we hope to. We're also planning on working on some advocacy issues that we may be able to help you with too, especially if your chamber is small enough where you don't do that now. Remember, your chamber is the voice of business. We want to make sure that you do provide a good service to your members. With that, I'm going to bring up Wayne Lawrence, who's going to go over the election of the 2014 officers. Everybody loves Wayne. All right.
As soon as he said that, Jim goes, "Oh, geez, come on." First of all, I didn't realize I was going to come up here, but I did want to take an opportunity, and they're surprised by this. I just wanted to take an opportunity to say, many of you may know that I've left the chamber world about a month ago, and I actually went into the private sector with an equity position in a company, a local mover, and have a 5-year succession plan in terms of ownership. So I'm back in the saddle for that, but I wanted to take this opportunity to recognize all my chamber partners, the people in my chamber family. You know who you are. We are a family. We live and die by the sword. We basically work hard. We have multiple bosses. We put a lot of events together, and a lot of times is somewhat thankless. So I want to say thank you for making me a better chamber leader, in my 6 years that I was at Beechwood, because each one of you contributed to, I guess our success as a chamber, but making me just more informed, better leader. So thank you very much, and I'd like to give you an applause, all those who are chamber execs. Now, I was asked to come up and talk a little bit about I couldn't hear them before. Hopefully you can hear me better. I was asked to come up and talk a little bit about the history of the Bright Star Awards. And actually, I was kind of reflecting back, and I was talking to Kelly from Chester Chamber, trying to go through the years, because I had missed a year. I didn't realize it was the 6 years. And really start to think about why we came about this award. And I just want to share the story with you. I remember Vicki and Kathy Berkshire calling me one day, and was I chair at the time or vice chair? I was around that at the point, and said, "We got this great idea." I go, "Okay, let's get together for lunch and talk about it." And they said, "You know what we don't do as a group, as a chamber group? We have all these people who work very hard for us, and we don't come together and celebrate the success of all that. So let's do something." And we said, "Okay, what do you want to do?" "Well, we're going to have the North Star. We're going to have the, all these other things, on Star. We're trying to figure out the name for this thing that was going to be." And finally, we came up with Bright Star. So Bright Star was actually designed for those of you who are sitting in this room who come out, help volunteer on a regular basis. Now, we thank all of our volunteers. Many of us have people who we just couldn't survive as a chamber without our volunteers. So we thank everyone, and we know many of you in this room, and we wish we could recognize all of you. But for those who are going to be recognized tonight and who were recognized over the last 5 years, we thank you. You come in, some of you go out and plant flowers on behalf of the chamber. Some of you come in and open the mail, put out newsletters. You run events that basically we live and breathe by from a revenue standpoint. And you do all that on your own time outside of your work life. So you're putting this extra time in to volunteer, and we don't say thank you enough. So this is our opportunity as an organization to say thank you for helping our chambers get better, for helping make sure that we can get through the day-to-day, through our mission and helping our members grow their businesses, because we all know that you have enough to do. And of course, I know now by getting back into the saddle how much we have to do, in a sense, to make sure that we're out there every day hunting for business and running a good business. So thank you very much. I think, do I talk about what's going to happen or no? Okay. Okay. Okay, there's another part too I have to do too, which is the election of officers. Basically, do you have the thing here? Okay. Now, do I need a motion for it at all? Okay. Okay. For the motion? Okay. I'd like to present the. Okay. Someone just say "so approved" when I get done, and we'll be good. I'd like to introduce you or nominate the following officers for Northern Ohio Area Chamber of Commerce for 2014. And I'd like to have them stand, if we could. Eileen Hawkins, Cuyahoga Valley Chamber, as a secretary. Please stand, Eileen. Shirley Workman from West and Southeast Akron Board of Trades, treasurer. Shirley, please stand up. Shirley, you'll be at my tailgate Sunday. Absolutely. Jerry Vespoli from Springville Chamber as vice chairman. Liz Manning from the Rocky River Chamber as vice chairman. And of course, a third year in a row, just glutton for punishment, I guess, but obviously serving your needs, Mr. Tony Gallo from the Lorain County Chamber of Commerce as chairman. Now, I do have to ask to make sure, we respect your wishes. Do I have any other nominations from the floor at all? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. The motion that the nominations be closed. Now I'd like to ask for a motion that we approve the slate of officers for 2014. Do I have a motion? Okay. Anyone from a chamber as a leader can shout out. Do I have a second? Okay. All those in favor signify by clapping. All those opposed say boo. Any abstentions? Congratulations, 2014 officers.
Nothing like getting staged up by the former chair. Okay, now we're going to move on to the we're going to move out of the semi-annual and into the Bright Stars. Actually, I don't even have to say a lot of this because Wayne already said it. He told a little bit about the history. I was going to focus a little bit about the volunteering part of it, but we all know those people in our chamber that mean a lot to our chamber, that make it actually able for us to accomplish what we need to accomplish day to day. It's without those people. I know I recently went to Liz's business expo in Rocky River, and I was just amazed at the amount of people it takes to put an event like that on. I'm lucky because I get to go to a lot of your different chamber functions, and to see the amount of volunteerism that is there within the chamber world is just great to see. And obviously, we're here to recognize the one special person within your chamber that actually helped make a difference. Thank you to all the chambers for participating in this program as well, too. Obviously, we have 125 chambers, but we go from Indiana to Pennsylvania. Downtown Cleveland seems to be the best location for us to do this, but we do have some people out in the hinterlands that are unable to come in for a couple of hours. So a lot of those people do still provide us with a Bright Star for them. They just are unable to actually attend. So on their behalf, we also congratulate them too. So I guess with that, I'm going to call up Liz Manning from the Rocky River Chamber, Jerry Vespoli from Springfield, and I'm sorry? Oh, I was supposed to adjourn the meeting. I'm sorry. See, without Vicky, we wouldn't do anything. What is it? Robert's Rules of Order. So. We're done with the meeting. We're going to go, we're going to start giving out awards now. Yes, thank you.
We're going to start with the Akron Boards of Trade Council. John Bunton Jr. from the Akron Boards of Trade Council. John Bunton Jr. is both an accomplished businessman and community leader. He is also the go-to guy for both the Akron Boards of Trade Council and the Kenmore Board of Trades. Congratulations, John. Other side. Next is Tina Stasuski from the Ashtabula County Chamber. Tina is currently chairman-elect and vice chairman of advocacy. Under her leadership, we presented Engage Ashtabula County, a local government leadership academy, and have increased our advocacy presence significantly. The Beechwood Chamber, Bruce Newberger. Bruce was instrumental in re-energizing the very popular Beechwood Chamber business-to-business show. He enhanced the venue, theme, and marketing materials, adding new excitement to the sold-out show. Next is the Berea Chamber, Jeff Detmer. Jeff Detmer has been a supporter of the Berea Chamber for over 9 years, serving as vice president, and currently as chairman. He has shared his expertise by producing event programs, invitations, and an outstanding 40-page community guide. Judy Mikowski from the Brecksville Chamber. Judy is a 3-year board member and currently serves as the chairperson of the marketing committee. Judy demonstrates the essence of her excellent business practices and quality service to all. She is our brilliant, shiny star. The Brook Park Chamber, Jim Drabeck. Brook Park Chamber President Jim Drabeck, CEO and owner of Drabeck Manufacturing, located in Brook Park since 1994, is this year's Bright Star. Jim is very involved with all of the chamber meetings and events and is an excellent ambassador for the chamber. Brooklyn, Ohio Chamber, Frank Migliorio. Fran, I know, you spelled this out for me. Fran Migliorio. Reno. I'm sorry. Fran has been a very active member for several years, serving as a board member, event planning committee member, volunteering at all of our annual events, and promoting chamber membership to new and existing businesses. I'm sorry. Next is the Chesterland Chamber, Frank Arco. Upon joining our chamber, Frank Arco has never once said the word no when asked for his time, help, and support. No one has participated and been actively involved in more events or donated more of their own personal time and contributions. The Clear Fork Valley Chamber, Larry Von Blon. And he drove a long way to get here. Larry worked alongside a young man becoming an Eagle Scout and helped create new signs welcoming people to Belleville. Project will be completed in September 28th, 2013. Great job, Larry. The Columbia Chamber, Pepper Richardson is the bright star, and accepting the award is Nichelle Puckett. Pepper has been an amazing asset to our chamber. She volunteers countless hours to our homecoming year after year. She is truly our bright star. The Concord Leroy Area Chamber, Lynn Smeltzer. Lynn shares with this chamber her knowledge of business development and her gift of community volunteerism. In addition, she also shares her skill as a massage therapist to bring healing and comfort to others. Cuyahoga Valley Chamber, Nancy Prucha. Nancy has been a member of the Cuyahoga Valley Chamber since its inception. Her dedication, commitment, and passion for our chamber is incredible. As the owner of Digicom Printing, she realizes how important a chamber can be for business. The Euclid Chamber, Cheryl Cameron. Cheryl is a board member and has been the chair of the annual dinner for 3 years. She is always asking, what can I do to help, and bringing new ideas. We appreciate her so much. Thank you, Cheryl. The Fairview Park Chamber, John Allensworth. John is the voice of the power of more. He, along with the committee, has brought 6 chambers to the highest levels. John is extremely busy, but always finds time to support these chambers. Garfield Heights Chamber, Kevin Hartman. Kevin is a huge asset to the chamber. He is the golf outing chairperson and assists the executive director with organizing the scholarship fundraisers. Vicky. The Genoa Chamber, Linda Smith Branowski. Linda has served in many capacities, including chamber president and vice president. She promotes the community in many ways and is active in any number of other community organizations. Congratulations, Linda. The Heights Hillcrest Chamber, Hallie Barnett. For over a decade, Hallie Barnett has helped to shape the culture and the face of the Heights Hillcrest Regional Chamber. From rebranding and marketing to website redesign, chairing committees, and serving on our board, Hallie served in virtually every conceivable volunteer position. Next, from Huron, John Clark, posthumously accepting as his wife, Cindy Clark. The Huron Chamber lost a longtime board member, a dedicated volunteer, and a great friend on May 3rd when John Clark died in an auto accident. He made a difference by touching people's hearts one by one. What? I don't know if we really can at this point. Next is the Lake County Chamber, Stacy Rogers. Stacy is very involved in the young professionals group known as Fuel. Her guidance as the chair of the Western Lake County Chamber helped the transition of the merger with the Willoughby Area Chamber. Congratulations, Stacy. The Lakewood Chamber, Diane Helbig. As a past chairwoman of our board of directors, Diane established key partnerships that raised the visibility of our chamber and resulted in a significant growth in membership. Congratulations, Diane. The Maple Heights Chamber, Carol Moss. Carol has been our executive director and vice president for over 5 years and a member for 12 years. She is always ready to help whenever asked and promotes the chamber to community businesses. Okay. Next is the Marblehead Peninsula Chamber, Gary Kalazewski. Gary has been a chamber member and great asset since October 2007, serving as a board of director, hosting business after hours events, and chairing our annual golf outing. You guys, if we could have your attention, please, so we can give our focus on these bright stars, that would be great. The Mayfield Heights Chamber, Patty Bednar. From the time Patty joined the chamber, she has been involved as one who proactively promotes the Mayfield Area Chamber. Her name is frequently mentioned as the one referring a business to join. Next is the Middleburg Heights Chamber, Dan Sage. Dan is our go-to guy. He is energized, passionate, and always has a positive spin for everything. He is willing to step up for whatever is needed. Dan is committed to his family, his business, and his community. The Middlefield Chamber, Michelle Lee. Michelle does more than her share in making the chamber events successful and works tirelessly on every one. Michelle originated the annual trunk sale held each August and has become a popular local tradition. The Newtown Falls Area Chamber Commerce Association. Miley Suzmansky. Thank you. Miley makes it a priority to utilize her talents to positively promote our chamber, encouraging others to discover ways in which we can better pursue our goals as an association. The Nordonia Hills Chamber, Penny Hazer. Penny Hazer gets Nordonia students to volunteer at our chamber Christmas party, the community expo, and other projects. Penny is one of those people who steps up to the plate. We salute her. The North Coast Chamber, Kevin Flynn. Kevin has generously held fundraisers that generated thousands of dollars for our scholarship foundation. He is a great supporter of the chamber and volunteers to help in any way he can. The North Olmsted Chamber, Jeff Herwick. Jeff is a born leader. He is currently serving his second term as president. Jeff has brought in more new members than any member of the chamber. His leadership is greatly appreciated. North Ridgeville Chamber, Dr. Carol Novak. For over 30 years, Dr. Novak has been a valuable contributing member of our board of directors. She's always the first one to donate or sponsor and is serving her second term as board chair. The Olmsted Chamber, Dee Dee Alvilo. Sorry, I did that one too fast. Dee Dee has been a board member for 4 years and events chair for 2 years. Her planning of luncheons, after hours, and other events has made being a member of our chamber a great experience for all. The Parma Area Chamber, the Smallwood Brothers. For many years, Dave and Scott have given numerous hours of their time to plan and coordinate the Parma Rib and Rock, the Chamber's annual event that is this area's best attended. Vicky? Vicky. Okay. The Pymatuning Area Chamber, Steve Hinson. Stephen is an individual who graciously and tirelessly serves on numerous committees. He's always eager to lend a hand. Steve positively represents the chamber throughout the communities our chamber serves. The Rittman Area Chamber, Francie Morris. Francie was a great deal of help during the planning of Rittman's annual Sleepwalker Festival. She made phone calls and volunteered to help with sales. All right. The Rocky River Chamber of Commerce. Let's give a big hand for Kathy Berkshire, the bright star for the Rocky River Chamber of Commerce. Oh, jeez. Kathy is my most reliable volunteer. She serves on the membership and expo committees and always completes her assigned tasks promptly, which is a dream come true for any chamber executive director. All right. The Solon Chamber of Commerce, Kim Lesh. Kim believes giving back is a big thing, and she has implemented a wonderful program to do just that, the Membership Appreciation Picnic. Kim created this free event for all members, and it is a great way to say thank you to members for their continued support. The Springfield Township Chamber, Sharon Harms. Sharon has helped guide the chamber through some interesting finance situations. Not only does she donate her time to the chamber as board director and treasurer, she runs the William R. Harms Legacy Foundation and an ever-expanding tax and payroll business. The Streetsboro Chamber, Richard Tacklett. Richard, AKA Rat, all right, unselfishly dedicates his time. You can see Rat out hanging chamber signs, talking to businesses about donations or joining events. Rat has been an individual member since 2011 and before that through the Streetsboro Police Department. The Twinsburg Chamber, Carolyn Lookable, sorry. Carolyn. Carolyn has dedicated her time in helping the Twinsburg Chamber grow. She is head of our programming committee and volunteers at all chamber events. She is truly our bright star. The Vermilion Chamber, Rudy Stepp. Rudy is the godfather of Vermilion. Whatever it is you need, Rudy always steps up to help, as and never says no. In return, no one says no to him either. The West and Southeast Akron Boards of Trade, June Stelmaker. Just 25 words to describe our bright star: a proven leader, fundraiser extraordinaire, organizational expert, business and community supporter, and membership recruiter. That's June. Is she here? Shirley. The West Shore Chamber, Brian Quinn. Brian held fundraising events that generated thousands of dollars for our Education Foundation. He is a great supporter of the Chamber and volunteers to help in any way he can. And finally, the Willoughby Western Lake County Chamber, Bob Fiala. As past president of the Willoughby Area Chamber and co-chair of the newly merged Willoughby Western Lake County Chamber, Bob was an integral part of leading this merger, a true collaborator who looks at what is best for the larger group. And that's it for our Bright Stars. Congratulations to everybody.